Yo guys, Aaron here. I'm talking about some interesting news regarding PlayStation and their jump into mobile gaming. If you didn't know, last year PlayStation announced that they were starting a PlayStation mobile division purely focused on mobile gaming, and that they acquired Savage Game Studios to work on a game for them. Now they did announce that this game was going to be a AAA action live service game that Savage Game Studios was working on. Now since that news came out, no more new information has come out on what exactly PlayStation Mobile is currently working on. But shout out to Sean Weber, who's a very reputable leaker. He put out some news regarding what PlayStation Mobile was currently doing, which I'm calling it PlayStation Mobile. I'm not sure if that's the official name of their mobile division or whatever, but that's what we're going to call it for now. But he put out some news, shout out to him and the Reporters on Duty group. He says that PlayStation is currently working on two AAA mobile games. Both are being made using Unreal Engine 5. He says at least one of them will be free to play and the other one might be a paid game, which honestly, I don't know if the paid game is going to work out super well. I would imagine that both end up being free to play, but I mean, this information isn't official yet, obviously. But he does say that both of these games are in the early stages of development. He says one is a completely new AAA IP, while the other one is a known IP, just like God of War, Last of Us, Spider-Man, or whatever. He says one is a 3D action adventure game, and the other one is a 3D RPG. Now, this is some pretty exciting news. Of course, this is a leak, though, so even though it comes from a reputable source, take this with a grain of salt until PlayStation announces something themselves, but still exciting stuff here. Now, it is reported that one is a completely new IP, which honestly I don't think is a great decision for your first mobile game or one of your first mobile games. I think they should definitely go with more known IPs, but I mean, we'll see how it is. But it is reported here also that the other game that they're currently working on is from a known IP, so that's good. Which obviously that could be anything from like Last of Us to Spider-Man to Wolverine to God of War, Gran Turismo, Ratchet and Clank, which I feel like Ratchet and Clank could definitely work well on mobile. Or they could even bring back like an older IP that they haven't made a game for in a while, like Sly Cooper, which that could work well on mobile too as well. So we'll see what they do though. Now it's also reported that one is a free-to-play game and the other one might be a paid game. So they say might, which means I guess it's still undecided, but I do imagine if it is a paid game, it might be like a single player game, which I don't know how well that's going to be on mobile. If mobile gamers really care about single player games like that, which I mean I personally would, but I think the general consensus is people want like multiplayer games for mobile, and those obviously bring more money in too. So I don't even know if PlayStation is even looking at single player games for mobile at all, but we'll see. But I do imagine if one of them is a paid game, it could be a single player, which would be cool. But again, I don't know if that's going to work well for mobile. Now they say one is an action adventure game and one is an RPG. So I do imagine if one's an action adventure game, that would probably be like the known IP, I would assume, because most of their known IPs are action adventure, and the RPG would be the new AAA IP. But again, we'll have to wait for more information to come out. But I am very curious to see what PlayStation does with mobile, because a lot of their first-party games are known for their AAA high-quality single-player experiences, not really for like multiplayer stuff. So I'm curious to see what they do with mobile, because mobile is more known for multiplayer free-to-play games where there's a lot of in-app purchases and that kind of thing. So I'm curious to see what PlayStation does. Because I feel like the thing is, the people that played the first-party PlayStation games like God of War, Last of Us, whatever, they aren't really going to have a lot of crossover with those players coming to mobile. So they're really going to have to depend on the gamers that are already mobile gamers to buy into their game, whatever game they decide to release. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. But anyways, let me know in the comments below what do you guys think. Which PlayStation IPs do you want to see come to mobile? I think me personally, I definitely want to see God of War for sure. Obviously Spider-Man and Last of Us as well too. Horizon wouldn't be bad either. I feel like a very likely one will be Gran Turismo. I think racing games just work well on mobile, so a Gran Turismo mobile game to me feels like the most like realistic one to come for sure. But let me know what you think in the comments below. PlayStation Mobile, what are your thoughts, opinions? What are you expecting? Thanks for watching. Peace.